Coming up on News Team Boulder, 420 came in wet at CU, but how hazy did things really get?
Police finally locate a suspect in a hash oil explosion investigation.
A program for the homeless that helps the environment is making waves in Boulder.
And how CU is never forgetting the Holocaust. All that and more coming up on News Team.
From the Roser Atlas Center and the College of Media, Communication, and Information at the University of Colorado Boulder, this is News Team Boulder.
Good afternoon and welcome to News Team Boulder. I'm Bryce Rudnick.
And I'm Sarah Shalviri.
But first, breaking news out of Minnesota. Prince the musician, who came up with hits such as Purple Rain in 1999, has died at age 57. The news broke this morning when a death was reported at Paisley Park, the compound in Minnesota that Prince lives in. After an initial TMZ report, Prince's publicist confirmed the musician's death just before we went to air. Prince was 57 and one of the most celebrated artists of the 1980s. The entertainment world has already sent their support, making Prince's name trend within minutes of the initial report. Said rap legend Talib Kweli, "I know what I'm playing all night tonight."
420 is in the books, and outside a few smokers on the quad, nothing major happened. News Team Boulder's own Alejandra Zapita is on campus right now with the latest.
Norland Quad is as empty today as it was yesterday. Today is just a regular school day, but yesterday was 420, to some a national holiday. The University of Colorado Boulder has made it a tradition to celebrate 420. But since 2012, the university has cracked down on public displays of marijuana smoking. The campus was closed the day of for 2 years. This year, 420 was midweek, but students opted out.
For me personally, I had to work all day, like 9 to 5, and I work off campus, so I wasn't even on campus at all.
Around the state, other festivities proved more popular, leaving Boulder out of the smoke.
A lot of things go on in Denver, and I know a lot of people are down there, so I think now that it is legal in the state, there's more options, just like opposed just to this one, you know.
Is it safe to say the 420 tradition is dead on the Boulder campus? We'll find out next year. For News Team Boulder, I'm Alejandra Cepeda.
Thanks, Alejandra. Since the campus closure started in 2012, the University of Colorado has seen less and less of impact caused by 420.
CU Boulder police have located one of the suspects of an explosion that ripped through a third-floor room in Boulder's Broker Inn. Police were responding to a call, and after 45 minutes, escorted a man out of the house and to the hospital. BPD spokeswoman Shannon Cordingley confirmed the man's identity as Jonathan Tarr. He has a previous arrest of drug possession on his record. Once Tarr is cleared, he will be charged of suspicion of 1st and 4th degree arson, extraction of marijuana concentrate, reckless endangerment, and criminal mischief. The explosion occurred at 4:25 a.m. on April 13th, causing $10,000 in damages.
When CU students are scrambling through a semester worth of notes, throwing back espresso shots, and staring into their computer screens with bloodshot eyes, it can only mean one thing. It's time for finals at CU Boulder. Louise McDonald has the story.
This time of year doesn't have to be as stressful, though. For many CU students, where they study makes a huge difference to how much information they retain. Seniors Haley, Alana, and Cheyenne say a few study spots help them survive 4 years of finals and make it to graduation.
I like to change up where I study for the different subjects or different classes, but one of my favorites is actually right behind us. What's it called? Alpine Cafe. And it's a cute little coffee shop.
On my bed. I don't really like to study anywhere else because it's just more relaxing and comfortable.
My favorite place to study is either Starbucks or I like to go to the business school. And I'm most productive very early in the morning, so I like to get up early and study, and that's when I get the most done.
There are many secret study spots for you to sneak off to during the heat of finals, like this one at Norland. And CU Boulder students share some of their own secrets that help them pass their hardest exams.
Freshman year, I literally didn't know how to study, and so I rewrite all my notes, and then after I fill out the study guide and write my notes, I make note cards for each individual question, and then I study the note cards until I know them.
I would say stay away from the library, or else you'll be stuck on the floor somewhere, and then everyone else stressed out just makes you stressed out as well.
Definitely prepare in advance and don't wait till the last minute to make your study guides or you'll feel very overwhelmed.
According to collegemeasures.org, there's a 68% overall graduation rate at CU Boulder. The percentile that does make it through all 4 years are proof that good study habits may just be the key to achieving your diploma. Louise McDonald, News Team Boulder.
Thanks, Louise. With finals on the horizon, make sure to find study spots and make study habits that will get you the diploma in hopefully 4 years.
The winner of the CU Spring Student Government election might want to hold off on celebrating because they are being accused of bribery, among other things. The panel of judges heard a number of accusations that led to their overall ruling that the Revolution campaign did in fact commit infraction. Revolution is appealing the decision, but in a result of the ruling standing, the runner-up party will win by default.
Last week, a landmark decision was made by CU Boulder that left a lot of people scratching their heads. Well, now CU President Bruce Benson is explaining himself. Friday, the administration of the University of Colorado inked a $5 million deal to name a new train leaving Denver Airport for the Union Station after the school. But the only problem is the train doesn't stop at any of the 4 universities. CU President Bruce Benson says it's due to an increased marketing competition amongst Colorado colleges.
You've noticed the trees roped off with caution tape around Boulder? They're ash trees, and they're under attack. But the City of Boulder has come up with a creative solution to clean up tree debris and take on another citywide issue. The emerald ash borer is a green jewel beetle that's been ravaging Boulder's ash trees since 2013. The beetle's larvae eat the tree from the inside and kill it. Because there are more than 6,000 trees that pose a risk of tipping over from the damage, the city is removing trees every day, which is why Boulder Parks and Rec came up with a $200,000 idea, tree debris to opportunity.
The main goals of the project is one, to mitigate some of the tree debris that we have coming down and also increase awareness about emerald ash borer, the effects of it, and some creative solutions that you might have as opposed to just cutting your tree down and setting it to a landfill.
The extra cash from the Knight Foundation will fund the program, which will train homeless residents to make furniture and art from trees felled by the emerald ash borer. The city teamed with Bridge House, an organization which helps people who are transitioning out of homelessness.
By giving people in this community opportunities to work, to get educated, to give themselves more skills, to become more marketable, it's just strengthening our community overall.
Bridge House has joined Boulder Parks and Recs on the Ready to Work program, which provides paid jobs and offers a variety of training and support services. Now these individuals have a chance to create art and develop as craftsmen.
Our program's already pretty robust in terms of providing a range of skills. What this woodworking opportunity provides is more of an industry-specific craft and trade that will help someone's employability.
The Tree Debris to Opportunity is part of a larger movement by Bridge House, which is to eliminate the negative associations people have with homelessness.
So here in Boulder, we definitely have our challenges around homelessness. I think what a lot of people don't necessarily understand is that homelessness is a circumstance.
As part of the effort to end homeless discrimination, the woodworking lessons will take place at the Boulder Library and be open to members of the public as well.
We've been putting people to work in very visible jobs, whether that is in catering or through our food service program or out in the community working.
Happening now on News Team. We're one day away from 420 and campus plans to stay open for the first time since 2011.
Polls close in the New York primary tonight, and with the national convention only 3 months away, tonight's results could dictate the landscape for the presidential bid.
A 100-year-old woman takes a ride in a World War II training plane.
And a spooky ghost photo from the Colorado Hotel could prove all the ghost stories true. All this and more today on News Team Boulder.
From the Roser Atlas Center and the College of Media, Communication, and Information at the University of Colorado Boulder, this is News Team Boulder.
Happy Tuesday and welcome to News Team Boulder. I'm Kaylee Fisher.
And I'm Sarah Shelviri. Tomorrow's 420. Does that mean for CU? Sorry, Aurelie Mora has the story.
CU Boulder's Norland Quad once drew in about 10,000 people for a 420 smokeout. This year, campus will remain open and there will be alternative events being held. 420 at CU has usually been associated with drug use, not drug education. The president of Students for Sensible Drug Policy, Elizabeth Henneman, and the Cultural Events Board have teamed up to change that.
This is an event where we're trying to redefine 420 at the University of Colorado Boulder. We've been very clear in all of our advertising, this is a non-consumption event. So unfortunately, if we see someone consuming in the UMC, we're gonna have to ask them to leave. That's not really what this event is about. It's more kind of about education and activism as opposed to just consumption. There's going to be still a police presence on campus.
This year's symposium will feature 5 keynote speakers, 8 panels, discussions led by student organizations, and more. Henneman is expecting a large turnout.
And this year is our biggest year. We're in the UMC on 420. In the past, it hasn't been on the exact day, so we're hoping to get at least 500 attendees this year.
Although officials have cracked down on 420 activities since 2012, they say you can expect a pretty normal day tomorrow. Aurelie Mora, News Team Boulder.
Thanks, Relly. The 420 rally in Denver was canceled because of the snow. Still no word on when the rally will happen.
Just a day before the infamous 420, results of a 143-page report details the effects marijuana has had on the state since its legalization. The Department of Public Safety found that there has not been an increase of patients at Colorado treatment centers, but those who are enrolled are heavier users. The study also found more people are using pot and emergency rooms are seeing more marijuana-related visits. The report also notes a dramatic decline in arrests for marijuana-related crimes and a small change in the number of arrests for driving high.
School security officers in Douglas County will soon be issued semi-automatic rifles to help protect students in the event of a shooting. The district bought the guns for its certified officers who are legally allowed to carry weapons. Currently, 64 campus security staffs have handguns. The district believes that the rifles will allow the officers to keep distance from potential shooters while they're being able to protect their students.
The CU campus is celebrating Earth Day a little early this year. Earth Day is April 22nd, but all week, a variety of different events on campus will showcase the Earth. Drew Chaube went down to the Environmental Center to find out more.
It's Earth Week on Friday, but here at the University of Colorado, it's Earth Week, which means all week long there will be tons of environmental activities going on here on campus. Let's go inside and have a look.
Earth Week consists of a variety of events, all of which are focused on bringing sustainability and environmental issues to the forefront. Fashion Swap, which will be taking place this Friday, is an event in which students can bring clothes to donate as well as take any other clothes that favor them.
Some of the things I'm excited about for Earth Day are we'll have a fashion swap, so students can come and bring clothes and pick up clothes for free and just find what they like and have a little bit of a better way of shopping for clothes and also getting rid of stuff at the end of the semester than just throwing it out or going shopping.
There will also be showings at Fisk Planetarium, environmental panel discussions, and live bands and local art showcased at EarthFest.
There's really good music at noon with the Soul Pros, which is a local hip-hop group that is professional hip-hop musicians, but they're also trained in different sustainability things, so they throw that in there a little bit.
For more information on Earth Week, you can visit the Environmental Office in UMC 355.
There's a lot going on all week here at CU, and if you want more information, be sure to head down to the Environmental Center and grab a pamphlet or just check their website. Drew Chaube, News Team Boulder.
Thanks, Drew. Sounds like there's a lot going on this week. I think I'm most excited for the fashion swap, but I'm sure everything else will be great.
CU police are still looking for a man who is suspected of starting a fire on East Campus last week. The fire, which is being investigated as arson, occurred at the Biotechnology Building last Wednesday, and the damage are estimated to be between $2,500 and $3,000. Anyone with information should call 303-492-6666.
22 miles plus 37 minutes plus $9 plus a confusing name equals one controversial light rail. News Team's Bryce Rednick has more.
There are dozens of places on campus for CU students to catch the bus, but if they want to ride something a little quicker, they're out of luck. The train to the plane arrives April 22nd. Light rail is called the University of Colorado A-Line, and although the school lends its name, students in Boulder are left off the rails.
Like they were going to have a light rail come up this way, and then plans got scratched, and instead it's now this extra lane of highway that we can take the bus. Yay! Like, I don't know. I don't like it.
That's because the new line runs from downtown Denver to DIA, leaving students and others to find alternate rides to the airport.
I think RTD is really disorganized, and I think their scheduling sucks. I think, I don't know how many times there have been no buses that have come to pick me up.
Denver is celebrating the new line, but people in Boulder are upset that they'll have to wait for a light rail of their own. The Denver to Boulder light rail is supposed to be complete by the end of this year, but with only 6 of 41 miles done, it looks like Boulderites are going to have to wait. For News Team Boulder, I'm Bryce Rudnick.
Thanks, Bryce. In celebration of the grand opening of the University of Colorado A-Line, commuters will ride for free all day Friday and Saturday.
Target is raising employee minimum wage to $10 an hour. This is the retailer's second wage hike in the year after pressures from other competitive stores like Walmart raised their base wage. Two sources with direct knowledge told this situation to Reuters employees that they can get their base go up in May.
Attorney Sarah Weddington, who represented Jane Roe in the landmark Supreme Court case Roe v. Wade, will speak at CU this afternoon. After arguing Roe v. Wade at the age of 26, she went on to serve 3 terms in the Texas House of Representatives and worked as general counsel for the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The event is free and begins tonight, at 5:15 at the law school.
CU Law School has a new dean, James Anya. James Anya's teaching's writing focuses on international human rights and issues concerning Indigenous people. This comes after current dean Philip Weiser announced he will be stepping down in July. Anya will be beginning his duties in early August at the School of Law. Coming up after the break, what would you do at the age of 100? We take a look at the woman who proves you're never too old to fly.
And Bernie Sanders stole a key win in Colorado earlier this month. Can he do the same in New York? We break down the Empire State primaries after the break.
What's up, CU Sports Nation fans? I'm Brie Thomas, and I am super excited to be a part of the Rivals.com network covering CU athletics. And I will see all of you right here very soon.
Most high school students are lucky to get a vacation out of state. However, fencing provides Bradford the opportunity to travel all over the world. And when he competes, he's treated like an athlete rather than a kid. Being a part of a team has always been a dream for 7-year-old Levi Foreman. When the CU women's lacrosse team asked him to join, he didn't think twice about adding his name to their roster. Levi's first practice was a great experience as he learned how to scoop a ball up and shoot.
I played a lot of lacrosse.
But life for Levi and his family hasn't always been fun and games. On November 2nd, 2014, Levi was diagnosed with atypical teratoid rhabdoid tumor in the right ventricle of his brain, a very high-grade and aggressive type of cancer. A year after his diagnosis, Levi had a frontal orbital craniotomy to remove the tumor that lasted up to 10 hours. Shortly after, he started chemotherapy and radiation at Children's Hospital of Colorado.
So we got into adopting Levi and his family into our program because we had a player on our team last year whose mom was really involved with the Denver Children's Hospital, and so she had the connection to him and his family, and we're just so lucky to have him.
In 2014, approximately 16,000 kids were diagnosed with cancer. The lacrosse team's compassion towards Levi is giving him the strength to recover from his treatments. They play every game with the motto, "Do it for Levi." Levi underwent his last chemotherapy on November 18, 2015, and is hoping to enter remission in no time.
Take it again. Take it and take it.
The road to recovery hasn't been easy for Levi and his family, but they are in this for the long haul as he continues to recover. Brie Thomas, News Team Boulder.
And forward from Monument, Colorado,
Senior forward Josh Scott has a chance to leave CU as the best big man in college hoops. After sitting out most of his junior season with a back injury, Scott came back as a stronger player and even a stronger leader. As a senior, Scott is a finalist for the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Award. Abdul-Jabbar is considered one of the best big men to ever play in the NBA. His work ethic and skills were legendary. The prestigious award for the best big man is named after him.
You know, actually, probably wouldn't remember me. I met him at a top 100 camp when I was a senior in high school, and he's just a big dude, so I can imagine he was a problem.
Scott has recorded 15 double-doubles in his 4-year career, placing him at number 13 in the books. He averages 20.5 points per game and 7.5 boards.
Jabbar has been an inspiration for Scott ever since he can remember. He may not have been able to hit the skyhook before, but now he can, no problem.
Scott went from under the radar to vying for the award with 2 other Pac-12 players.
It's an honor to be nominated for it, and then to be one of the 10 finalists is even a greater honor. So he's very well deserving in that recognition, and you know, only one person can win it. But to be one of the 10 finalists, that means really you're one of the 10 best centers in college basketball.
In highly competitive Division I play, Scott's performance this season has stood out among the best in college basketball.
It'd be really cool. I think it'd be really cool for our team, for the school, and it'd be a personal accomplishment for me. So, I mean, anytime you get an award like that, you know, obviously you want to win it.
The 6-foot, 10-inch center does not play alone in the post, as 6-foot, 9-inch forward Wesley Gordon has come to compliment Scott. And the proverbial twins down low feed off each other every game.
That's my brother. We grew up in the same city. I don't know, you know, he's like a little brother. Like, I'm the cool one, he the dorky one. And we just mesh real well.
And meshing is definitely something Scott and Gordon do well together in the post. With Scott playing in his last game in the Coors Event Center, he couldn't help but get emotional when talking about his twin.
My twin Wes, he sells on Friday, but this is my partner Ryan. Everybody trying to pit us against each other, and you know, we ended up actually really liking each other.
With conference tournament play this week and Selection Sunday on the horizon, Coach Boyle hopes his dynamic duo of big men will lead the Buffs to the big dance. Brie Thomas, News Team Boulder.